Test, test. Who's having a good day today? Whose day is about to get a little better with some church, guys? Who's ready for church? There we go. We got a couple of seconds. I want to hear you guys count down in just a minute. Let me hear you guys. Okay, guys, I need you to stand up. And today we got a special surprise for you. Last year we had a lot of fun with our Christmas program. We're about to have a lot of fun with our Christmas program this year. We wanted to do a couple of songs from last year's Christmas program. You guys ready to hear some songs from The Greatest Showman? I want to hear you sing along. Put your hands together, guys.
This is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. You feel a dream, can't you see, getting closer. Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a picture in the pulpit and your blood devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall, it's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you want to go? Where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you.
This is the greatest show.
Get found and we crown on the circus king. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. It's bright out, shining anything that you know. Just surrender cause you're coming and you wanna go. Where it's covered in all the color lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, intoxicating you. Oh, this is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down. And the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true is taking over you. Oh, this is the greatest show. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's here right in front of you. This is where you wanna be. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's here right in front of you. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. Where it's covering all the color lights, Where the runaways are running tonight. Impossible comes true. It's taking over you. Oh, this is the greatest show.
I want to hear you guys clapping your hands, stomping your feet. Are you ready to have a good time today?
We light it up, we won't come down. And the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show, where it's covering all the color lights. When the runaways are running tonight, impossible comes true, it's taking over you. Oh, this is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down. And the walls can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest, 'cause everything you want is right in front of you. And you see the impossible is coming true. And the walls can't stop us now. This is the greatest show. Oh, this is the greatest show. Oh, this is the greatest show.
Guys.
Oh, this is the greatest show. 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 This is the greatest show.
Guys, give it up for these guys up here. Guys, give it up for the live streamers. They got crazy there. Oh my gosh, you guys can have a seat. I'm tired. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was wild. Guys, was that crazy? Now I want you to raise your hand if you were here for last year's Christmas show. I want you to raise your hand if you were here for last year's Christmas show. There were more people than that here. Vanessa, you're not raising your hand. You sung in the Christmas show. I remember that. So, did you guys enjoy last year's Christmas show? Are you ready for this year's Christmas show? Oh, it's about to go down. We are going to be practicing like crazy coming up. We have lots of things that have been going on at Life Inc. And I wanted to talk about a couple of those things before we get started. Guys, we had a crazy month. We finished last church service. We jumped right into one of our busiest weeks of the year, which is known as Spirit Week. Did everybody have a good time during Spirit Week, guys? I know that week I put so many pictures online from different campuses, whether you guys were dressed up for Halloween, you guys were dressed up on pajama day. I had some guys snoozing in class. I had all that crazy stuff going on. It was awesome. You guys looked really good during Spirit Week. Fantastic. I know that there was, about 40 or maybe 50 people who showed up to our family fun day of bowling in Newport Richey. Give a big clap for Newport Richey campus. They set all that up, guys. And I like to share things with you. They worked hard. The staff over there worked hard. The students over there worked hard. They were making signs for the lanes, getting guys to sponsor the lanes, all that stuff. And do you think they made $100? Nah, they make $100. You think they made $300? Guys, they made $1,000. Give it up for them. They get to take that money and they get to spend it on lots of different fun things. That's awesome. Guys, I got a team up there, and I want to tell you something. Sometimes we have lots of good things to talk about, and sometimes we have something that's not so good to talk about. But soon after our family fun day, like a week or two after that, okay, in Newport Richey, that's the Newport Richey campus where our guys go, what happened was somebody came into the building that wasn't supposed to be there. And you know what they did? They didn't make good choices, guys. They made a mess. They took the fire extinguishers and they threw them all over the place, and they went nuts. They did a bunch of vandalism, okay? They didn't make good choices. But just a day after, it was 6-7 hours after that, we said, okay, we're going to go over there tomorrow. We're going to clean things up. This happened on a Saturday. We had to be ready for Monday, right? Because we got to be at Life Inc. And so we said, you know what? If any staff or families want to come on out, we'd love to have you. We're going to buy some pizza. We're going to clean up the place, get it all spruced up. And everybody in this picture came out there, and a couple more guys, they got to work. And that's awesome. Give these guys a big round of applause for fixing a problem. We like to fix problems around here. We don't like to make problems. We like to fix problems. And that was a problem that these guys fixed, and that was awesome. Guys, we have a couple things to pray about right now. I want you guys to go ahead and close your eyes and bow your heads. We're going to go into a moment of prayer right now. God, we really appreciate this day. We know some people might be stressed out about next week. It's a busy week. But God, I want you to alleviate all those issues that they may have. I want you to bring people into their lives to help them. I want you to give them the strength to help themselves. Because Thanksgiving is a wonderful time, a time that people need to be together. People need to work with each other. It's not about the food. It's not about the Black Friday sales. It's about you giving us the ability to be thankful for everything that you've provided us, for the year, for our life, and we appreciate that. God, one of our canines is not doing well right now. Mr. JJ, the Greyhound, is not feeling good. He had an accident just the other day. He's banged up, but God, we know that you have a plan for JJ, and we know that you will see that plan through for whatever the case may be. God, we had some vandalism this month over at the Newport Richey location, and you know what? They caught the individual that did these things, that made these choices that weren't in line with what you teach us to do. And God, we ask you that for somehow you find your way into his life, okay? I want you to find your way into his life so that he can be changed, so that he can do good things like the people in this room who come together to work for you, who come together to sing for you, who come together to say prayers to you, and who believe that you are truly our God, the one God. And for all of this, we pray. And we say at Life Inc., amen. Very good. Guys, we're going to get it going again with another one of our songs. I want to see you guys stand up. We're doing Come Alive from The Greatest Showman. Here we go.
You stumble through your days, got your head hung low, your sky's a shade of gray, like a zombie in a maze. You're asleep inside, but you can't shake away, 'cause you're just a damn bit walking, thinking that's your only option. But you can flip the switch and brighten up your darkest day. Sun is up and the colors blinded, to the world to redefine it. Leave behind your narrow mind, you'll never be the same. Come alive, come alive. Go without your light, let it burn so bright, reaching up to the sky. And it's open wide, you're electrified. But the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And you know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. I see it in your eyes. You believe that lie, that you need to hide your face, afraid to step outside. So you lock the door, but don't you stay that way. No one living in those shadows, you and me, we know how that goes. 'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never, never be the same. But I made a lot standing, but I'm gonna keep on shining. You can prove it's more than you cannot be afraid. Come alive.
Let me hear you guys sing it.
Come alive. Go and light your life. Let it burn so bright. Reaching up to the sky, and it's open wide, you're electrified. But the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, 'cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive. Come on, come on, come in, come on.
To anyone who's bursting without me.
Come on, you hear the call. To anyone who's searching for a way to break free.
Okay, guys, I want to see you clapping. Here we go.
But the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, 'cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open.
Let me hear you sing it. Here we go.
But the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, 'cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. 'Cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive.
Give them a big round of applause, guys. You guys can have a seat.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's
Waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design.
If you guys know the words, sing it along. Here we go.
'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
There's a house we can build, every room inside's filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Sing along, guys. Here we go.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I seek. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you're
So the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me awake.
A million dreams,
A million dreams.
I think of what the world could be. A vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
Let's hear it for them, guys. Great job, live streamers. Good job, Amaris. Amaris, good job. Good job. You're welcome. Guys, we are about to do our K9s catch-up, but before we do that, I just want to give one more big announcement. Really, really cool thing is going on in like a week or two. I'm all off. What's next week? Is next week... Next week's New Year's? New Year's? Oh, no. What is it, Kim Smart? It's Turkey Day, man. It's Thanksgiving. How do you guys stay on your calendar? My calendar is crazy. Oh, my gosh. Mr. Banks just filed my taxes the other day, right? That means it's like April right now. What's happening here? Okay, here we go. Guys, I have 3 amazing lifers who are going to be headed to Orlando to compete at Special Olympics Bowling. There we go. Ooh. And I'm going to ask these guys just to stand up real quick so we can recognize them. I'm excited that they're going to be headed over there Friday, December 6th. Sam Whitaker, stand on up. You can stand up right there. Right there's good. Good job. There you go. You can stay standing for a minute. Where's my boy Benji Lansing? Where's my boy Benji? Where's my boy Benji? Where you at, Benji? I saw you today. Where you at, Benji? There you are. Give it up for Benji, guys. And last but not least, I got big Dave Bankston in the back over here. Guys, give it up for Dave Bankston. Give it up for all 3 of our state Special Olympics bowlers. We hope you guys bring back the gold, and we'll keep you tuned to that. But now we want to invite our friends up from K9s for Christ. Guys, give it up. Dan, you doing first? Come on up, Mr. Dan. Dan Cassidy. Give it up for Dan, guys.
Thank you, Jim, for your prayers for JJ. JJ's really hurt, and so we can use those prayers. And I've got Bonnie with me here. You remember Bonnie? In the classes that Chaplain Larry has been doing with Miss Lynn and me, we've been talking about God the Holy Spirit this month. The least talked about of the Trinity, God the Holy Spirit. So we appreciate everyone's attention and involvement in that. Next month, classes we'll talk about angels. Chaplain Larry.
Give it up for Dan, guys. Mr. Dan taking care of us. Now we got Chaplain Larry.
Well, today, Johnny Cash and I did the Great American Teach-In, and we taught 8 classes about Jesus and about K9 for Christ. So just to let you know, Jesus is being heard in public schools. And with their permission, they're going to have me come back maybe once a month to tell other people about Jesus. And that's what our goal is, right? To tell somebody about Jesus and to go into a public school. That's a big thing nowadays. But we can do it with the Lord's help, right? And everybody said, amen.
Guys, give it up for Chaplain Larry. That is a huge thing. That's unheard of. You might be burned at the stake later for that, I think. That might be. Okay, guys, we have 2 more amazing songs from our guys, the live streamers. And guys, I want you to stand up. I want you to get loud for Mr. Chris Hudson. Been working hard. Give it up for Chris Hudson, guys.
I drink champagne with kings and queens. The politicians praise my name. But those are someone else's dreams. The pitfalls of the man and I became. For years and years, I chased their cheers. The crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, watch waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. And let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on. From now on.
Okay, guys, I want to hear you. Here we go.
We'll come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, let's wait until tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on. From now on. From now on. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again.
Let me hear you one last time.
And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again.
Give it up for Chris Hudson, guys.
Ready? Here we go.
You guys can have a seat.
I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me. Getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands can hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me. Never 1,000 spotlights. All the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me. For me.
Guys, give it up for David Bankston and Miss Omaris Rivera. So sweet. So sweet. Guys, the live streamers worked hard on that. Give it up for the live streamers, guys. Doing all the songs from last year's Christmas show. That was a lot of fun. I like it. And guys, we're doing all this stuff with The Greatest Showman. Has anybody ever been to a circus before? Raise your hand if you've been to the circus. If you've been to the circus, I want you to say, oh yeah. That's pretty cool. So I've been to the circus a couple times. I've seen like the Ringling Brothers, so that's like the real big circus. I've been to the Shriners Circus. I've been to even like, there's these little circuses that kind of travel here and there, but a lot of them have the same types of shows, okay? So I want you guys to help me out with a little game. And you guys are going to guess what act I'm talking about. You ready? Yeah, like 3 people are ready. You guys ready? Okay, you're ready. Okay. So I got it in an act, and this involves animals, okay? The animal that we're talking about is the king of all other animals, okay? And this man, there's a guy that hangs out with these animals, and he's fearless. He's got a whip. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yell it out if you know it. I hear somebody saying lion tamer. I think that was from Phil. Was that from you, Phil? Did you say lion tamer, Phil? Give it for Phil, guys. Phil goes, Phil's obviously been to a circus before. Phil goes like this. Lion tamer. He knew exactly what was going on. Good job. I heard that perfect from here, even with the lights. The lion tamer, yes. So, if you've never been to a circus, I'm going to paint you this picture, okay? You got a man, he's got a whip. Sometimes he's got a stool for some reason, in case he's tired, he wants to sit down. And then there's like 8 or 10 lions, okay? One guy, 8 or 10 lions. Okay, anybody want to sign up for that? You guys want to do that? You going to jump in there? Tell you what, that would really scare me. So the lion tamer goes and makes the lions do a bunch of different tricks. And the whole time the crowd is watching, they're going like, ooh and ah. And they're trying to figure out which lion's going to eat this guy, okay? So that's basically lion taming. In the Bible, there's a well-known story about lions. Now I want you guys to try to guess this. It involves a man. He was thrown into a lion's den. Does anybody know this man's name? Yell it out loud. I think I heard it. You guys are on it. Everybody say it. When I say 1, 2, 3. Oh man, you guys are on it. So Daniel and the lion's den. So I want to catch you up on the story of Daniel and the lion's den. Mr. Gabe's going to hit a quick video right now. Here we go.
Stories of the Bible. Daniel in the lion's den. This is Daniel.
Oh, hey.
Who was a Jewish man who was taken to Babylon when he was very young.
Yeah.
Daniel loved God and followed God's rules. He talked to God 3 times a day and asked God for help often. Daniel served in the Babylonian king's court for many years
Yeah, I know him.
and under many kings.
Daniel.
Daniel always proved himself to be more capable than all the other court officials.
Thanks. Well, anytime.
Daniel was serving under King Darius, and because of his great abilities, the king made plans to place him in charge of the entire empire.
Wow, okay.
The other court officials searched for some fault in Daniel, but they couldn't find anything wrong with him. He was faithful, responsible, and completely trustworthy.
Wait.
The court officials realized the only way to get at Daniel would be to challenge his faith.
Come on.
So they went to King Darius
Excuse me, Your Majesty.
and advised him to make a law that for the next 30 days, any person who prays to anyone except King Darius will be thrown into the lion's den.
I like it.
King Darius signed this law, and once a Babylonian king signed a law, it could not be overruled. When Daniel learned of this law, he went home and knelt down, as he always did, to pray in his room with the windows open towards Jerusalem. He prayed 3 times a day, just as he always had done, giving thanks to God and asking for his help. The officials went to Daniel's house and found him praying.
Gotcha.
They went to the king and reminded him of the law.
I remember.
Well,
Then they said that Daniel had been found praying to God 3 times a day.
What?
When the king heard this, he was very upset,
Get over here.
and he spent the whole day trying to think of a way to save Daniel.
wait, what?
By that evening, the court officials came back to the king and reminded him that no law signed by the Babylonian king could be overruled. So at last, the king gave orders for Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den. The king said to him, "May your God, who you serve faithfully, rescue you." Then the lion's den was sealed shut with Daniel inside. The king spent the night fasting and couldn't sleep. Then very early in the morning, the king hurried to the lion's den. He called out,
Hey, Daniel.
"Was your God able to rescue you from the lions?" And Daniel answered, "Long live the king! My God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths so that they would not hurt me, for I have been found innocent in his sight." The king was overjoyed and ordered that Daniel be taken out of the lion's den. Then the king ordered the men who had schemed against Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den as punishment. Daniel was safe. There was not a scratch on him, for he trusted in God. Story.
One time's enough. You guys don't need that a second time. Oh, Steve is going, oh no. Steve came up here with Bruce, and I thought it was like a lion's den in here, because like they all started circling. I was like, oh no, what's going to happen here? Guys, so Daniel was a good guy, okay? Daniel was praying how many times a day? 3 times a day. You guys were listening, okay? He was serving his king well, and Daniel was making what kind of choices, guys? He was making good choices, but basically, there were some guys that were jealous of him. They didn't like that he was making such good choices and that the king and him had such a tight relationship. Guys, when Daniel was tested, he didn't decide to turn his back on God. He trusted God. And while Daniel was untouched by the lions, you think those other guys were untouched by the lions? I don't know. I think they were dinner. Or maybe they've been breakfast, because I think they threw them in the morning. Okay? What does this mean for us? It's hard to trust God that you don't see always. It's even harder to trust a God when things aren't happening are happening to you that you don't like. So maybe when you catch a cold this holiday season, or if you guys burn the mashed potatoes next week when you're making Thanksgiving dinner, or maybe when you open your Christmas presents and it's a pair of underwear. Those are hard times to really, you're going to pray to God and say, thank you, God, for these underwear. These are fantastic, okay? But God is always there. God is the reason for every season. If you catch that cold, every time you sneeze, there's a good chance that God will bless you. If the mashed potatoes get burned, remember that it's your family and friends that have gathered together, not for mashed potatoes, but to spend time with you. And anyone that feels bad about getting underwear for Christmas, feel great by donating those underwear to someone in need. God is everywhere, guys. He was in the lion's den with Daniel. He is with Life Inc. students in good times and in bad. He will be with you and your families as we celebrate Thanksgiving next week, and they'll keep you safe during our week-long Christmas break. And he's here right now. It's our job to show people that God's presence is so special. Our Christmas program this year is titled, Where is the King? Where is the King will show each and every person why it is important to live life with Christ. Without a king in your life, the emptiness must be daunting. But with a king, you can all continue to successfully learn your function. Guys, I want you to close your eyes and bow your heads real quick. We're going to enter a time of prayer before we do our communion. At this time, I'm going to ask our friends for Canines for Christ to head down to collect the communion gifts as they are brought up by the laborers classroom, Ms. Katia and Ms. Taylor. God, thank you so much for this fantastic service that we had today. I'm excited to take part in the Last Supper as you did years ago for us. You knew that it was your last night, but you knew that every other night after that would be different. And we thank you for that. God, on the night that you were betrayed, you sent your son Jesus, and he took bread, and he gave you thanks and praise. He broke the bread, he gave it to his disciples, and he said, "Take this, all of you, and eat it. This is my body, which will be given up for you." When supper was ended, he took the cup. Again, he gave you thanks and praise. He gave the cup to his disciples and said, "Take this, all of you, and drink from it. This is the cup of my blood, the blood of the new and everlasting covenant. It will be shed for you and for all, so that sins may be forgiven. Do this in memory of me." Lord, by your cross and resurrection, you have set us free. You are truly the Savior of the world.
Hey, can I have a piece of bread with that? I've already seen it. Oh.
You guys did a great job today during communion. Give yourself a big round of applause. Did you guys have fun doing some different songs today? It was fun, right? So you guys are all going to be practicing hard because December 20th is coming up before you know it. We are about 1 month away from our Christmas show, Where is the King? You guys going to have some fun with that? Good deal. Make sure you tell your friends or family. We're going to pack this place. We got a special idea to be able to fit everybody this year. Chaplain Steve said it was really packed last year. It was really packed last year? It was packed last year. Okay, guys, last but not least, I want to thank all of you guys for coming today. I want to thank the live streamers for doing a great job on stage. Give them a big round of applause, guys. And I want you guys to stand up. We got one last song. Gabe, let's do it, man. Here we go. You guys know this song. We had a great time doing this song last year at the Christmas show. I want to see if you remember it. Here we go.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I'm never be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them bring me down to dust. I know the place is place for us. For your glorious.
I want to hear you guys sing it loud. Here we go.
With shower we're coming down. I'm gonna send the blood, gonna try me mouth. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, here I come. In the marching of the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I made no apologies. This is me.
Oh,
You guys can sing it louder than that. Here we go.
oh, 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 oh. Another round of bullets, it's my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are warriors. Won't let the face be down the ground. I know that there's a place for us. For the glory.
Here we go.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apology. This is me. Oh.
hear you guys sing this part. Here we go.
I'm gonna send a flag on the drum in mouth. This is brave, this is proof, this is who I'm meant to be.
Sing it, guys. This is me.
Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Oh, 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 this is me.
Guys, one more big round of applause for the live streamers. Big round of applause for your